SMT Nation, we back. Nation, fresh off the heels of a historically bad Q4 2023 earnings and one of the worst years in company's history, Charter, otherwise known as Spectrum, has given us some guidance on what to expect from their network upgrades. And I know a lot of people have Charter Spectrum, and they're looking forward to this improved network with all these upgrades and reinvestment into the DOCSIS 4.0 era. But it looks like there are some things that are going to have to wait. Let's take a look at the new timeline. I'll be sure to put the article link from Jeff Baumgartner, light reading. That'll be down in the description. And of course, check out ways to support us. They're down in the description as well. Okay, so what gives? Why is Charter Spectrum delaying all of this incredible DOCSIS 4.0 upgrading they're supposed to be doing? I know they said that they were supposed to get to like 15% of their network footprint through 2024 and get most of it done in 25, but they are indeed pushing everything back to 26. So what gives? Apparently it is an equipment issue, and it's not just like an equipment issue in terms of like a shortage or a delay in supply. It looks like it's actually the DAA architecture and equipment has not been able to properly certify within a practical time frame. So it sounds to me, after reading kind of through some of the elements of the releases and the explanation from the CEO, their 3-phase plan in which they're, upgrading the network with like high split upgrades and reaching certain amounts of their footprint across the country. They've had to delay the target rates because of this issue. All right. And, the equipment's new, and, scaling it is going to take time, and apparently certification needs to happen, and it's not happening fast enough. So the 1.2 gigahertz upgrades, they'll pace once they get all of the equipment. I know they talked about the 1.8 gigahertz high splits as well. There's a certification process for these things, and it just takes time. So, Charter is trying to do what's known as extended spectrum version for DOCSIS 4.0, which means that more customers would be able to tap into the full capabilities of DOCSIS 4.0 over time. That gives them flexibilities and probably future upgradability as well. But this is a major overhaul to their network, and there are so many things that are going to require to line up. And this looks like it's going to throw a wrench into the woodworks. And of course, this is not just going to stop at Charter. This is probably going to impact a bunch of other cable ISPs, regional players who are in line waiting for the certified equipment as well. Because, Charter's they're going to have precedent, right? They're going to be standing in the line first in line for the equipment when it's available after certification. So that means they're delayed too, those other folks. Fiber can continue to win. Fixed wireless can continue to win. And Charter and Spectrum delaying these upgrades. And then, of course, that sucks because now customers got to wait even longer. All right, so I know a lot of folks were worried maybe it was like, the money situation, bad quarter, had nothing to do with that. All this stuff has been invested into, planned and budgeted for the, last year or something like that. So definitely not the case. But go ahead and pump the brakes. And this is going to take a little bit longer than I think a lot of us initially thought, especially based on the guidance from Charter and Spectrum. What do you guys think about all this? Anybody in the industry know what's happening here? Any expectations moving forward? What do you guys think about this news? Sound off in the comment section below. You're all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.